Hey, what's going on? Today I want to talk about how to make money with music online. Okay. Now, before I begin, down below there's a link in that description. If you click on it, boom, there's actually training on what I truly believe to be the most important skill to learn when it comes to digital marketing. What the heck is that? Well, selling anything online, whether it be a service, product, idea, whatever, drop shipping, affiliate marketing. Uh, Now, I've always loved music, and I love playing music. And the problem is, I never really got truly into it because, well, I just never thought the dang thing spit out money. And I just think it was for me. I got bills to pay. I got this I want to do. Nah, man, I'm not gonna do it. There's no money in that music stuff, so I just got out of it. Have you ever thought about that? Like what the heck? Um, I love doing it, but I got other things. I got so much stuff on my plate. I got bills to pay, right? But here's the thing: throughout history, about maybe 1% of all musicians, singers, songwriters really make it big. It's like a very difficult industry to really crack. Most professional musicians work all their lives, making the best living they can, doing what they love, but then they have to do something on the side that they don't like wait tables or something. But to be honest with you, I love waiting tables, depending on the restaurant. The fancy dancy places I hated because they were so strict. But like other like places like Red Lobster, I was like always talk to people a lot. But anyways, not to get sidetracked. Now the cool thing about the internet, which is amazing, it opens up so many doors for anyone who's an entrepreneur. But specifically, if you're a musician, there's a lot of ways that you can actually make money off of it. Believe it or not, the New York Times wrote this article called was it the Creative Apocalypse. You could Google it, whenever you get a chance. But it basically says there's 46 ways a musician can make money to them. Okay, so there's a lot more avenues of making money. So you can, make some cash. That's good. That's positive. So with the internet, what you got to ask yourself, one of the most important questions to ask is, where the hell is your audience? If you're a jazz musician, then you're not going to be going on that app called Musica. Have you heard of it? Because I haven't really been on it, but I heard about it and I want to play with it. But it's basically for like kids who do karaoke and shit. Um, but of course, if you're doing like gangster rap music, then who knows? Maybe you want to try Musica. But of course, SoundCloud is really big for that too. But where to go is another topic. But you want to go where your target audience is, right? Um, Now another thing is you want to then go and communicate with them, okay? And a great tip for musicians is to cultivate a community. All right, I'll give you an example, like Justin Bieber, right? I think he's like one of the most hated musicians. Guys going like thumbs down about one of his YouTube videos, but he actually calls his whole community and fans believers, right? And then you got like Lady Gaga. I'm pretty sure she calls her community the monsters. Basically. So it's something like that, but you want to create like a cult-like movement, which makes sense because it's almost like music's like a drug, right? Now you're probably into music, so you're probably thinking, well, it's a good drug. Yeah, yeah, it's a good drug, but there's a case to be made that it's kind of like a drug, right? Hits those emotions or whatever. Uh, Now, most musicians think their art is the priority, but I want you to think about this. Your audience really should be your priority. Actually, I read a book about Jimi Hendrix, and he was like addicted to his guitar. Like during breaks, he'd be sitting there playing his guitar. He just all he did, he like lived with his guitar. And finally, he's like, "Wait a minute, Jimmy, you gotta go talk to your audience, man." And it helps, it helps. You also have to talk to your audience too if you're a musician. Show them that you care, start doing things for them, and you could use a lot of these platforms at your disposal to go, hey, knock on the door, let me in, I'm your best friend, let me sing, and live streaming like Facebook Live and Periscope offers many doors. You could take requests, and you could do things like testing material. You could talk about the creation of a song, or piece of music. Do the behind the scenes thing. Like, hey, this is how I set it up. This is how what goes in the music industry. Document your journey, man. And there's another way you can make money. There's so many avenues for that. So because here's the main what really comes down to: if people like you and they love you, then it's much easier for them to buy your stuff, right? They got to buy into you first. Um, so I know what you might be thinking. They're like, well, the music industry, how the hell you make money off that damn shit with like these live streaming platforms like Spotify, right? Because back in the days, you write this, you could just cut a record deal and boom, you got these royalties, you're making all this money, right? And nowadays, you don't make as much money on these record deals. That's the truth. They're down, but there's good news. Live music is up. And back to the article which I was talking about, the creative apocalypse. Uh, all right. In 1982, the musical 1% took in only 26% of the total revenues generated by live music, like a quarter, right, in the 1980s. But in 2003, they jumped up and they captured 56% of the market. They made a lot more money on live events. And with the top 5% of musicians capturing almost 90% of all the revenue from live venues. So I mean, that's the thing with live music. It's the live event is pretty much everything, I think. A lot more than just streaming it. So there's a lot of money to be made in that. Plus, there's always the classic, like if you go to school and you get this degree and you can't find a job, what do you do? What do you do, right? Well, yeah, you teach what you learned, so you make some return on your investment, right? You can become a teacher, just like with music, right? You can be a teacher. Um, so with music, who says the student has to even be in your time zone? There's doctors who treat patients and accountants who consult with clients via Skype. And with music, you could do the same thing. There's offer classes on Skillshare, and take a page from online courses like Udemy, right? And start marketing yourself to people who have easy access to a music instructor. Plus, you can put out content. You can create a YouTube channel, blog post, podcast, anything about music, teaching, cultural events, and any topic related to your business, to give a chance to show who you are and build trust, right? And just on a side note, I actually created an Udemy class yesterday. I put it out there, and yeah, I made it for free. But dang, I had like 300 students enrolled in one day, so it works. Plus, there's Twitter search, and you can engage with people who love music and who have kids who love music and might be interested in music classes or events to connect with others. So there's a lot of opportunities for that way. Now, does this sound like a lot of work? Well, it is. I mean, people react to the prospect of so much work is really the difference between them like making it and those who give up and go work for someone else. So if you love the work, if the idea of putting yourself out there and sharing what you love with art and reaching more and more students gets you excited, then yeah, there's no reason why you can't make it work for you. But if you're overwhelmed by it all and just can't imagine giving it up and giving up TV or playing World of Warcraft, then it's just maybe it's not cut out for you. And that's the truth. So your talent is what it is, but at the level at which you increase your income and brand is limited only by your scope of your ambition and willingness to hustle. That's really comes down to. And if you love what you do, then it's not going to be work. You're going to love it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. You can also share it too. If you're interested in like digital marketing, selling any type of product or service online, I highly encourage you to click that link below because it's the #1 skill to learn. It's very important. I wish I would have learned it a long time ago. So I wish you the best. Have a very awesome rest of your day, and bye for now.